Morgan,
Yes.
you want to be playing meaningful basketball late in the year.
Yeah, you do.
Tonight has that feeling. Kings-Mavs on TNT, both teams tied. You hear Sabonis after the game, Mike Brown, Davion Mitchell, all talking about how this is kind of like a mini playoff series with these teams playing tonight and Friday night. Playoff positioning on the line. Kings win one. They win the season series. Dude, I feel like this game has some intensity for it.
It totally does. And I'm sure all the players, both teams, feel this same way because both teams have been playing some pretty good basketball, right? I mean, you look at the Kings, and I know you look at some of the duds with Washington and you go, okay, who are the real Kings? There's been more good than bad in this stretch for the Sacramento Kings and against some better teams. Now you look at the Mavs, and they've also have been playing some better basketball together, figuring things out, and it makes things a little scary. Both teams, second night of a back-to-back tonight.
The big difference is the Mavs had to travel from Salt Lake City. The Kings, they're at home last night. They didn't have to play their guys big-time minutes. Luka played 41 minutes last night, so that's something to watch. The Mavs, by the way, have won 8 of 9, and during that stretch, they're 4th in defensive rating. They're 8th in offense. I know the Kings have won both matchups against them. Kyrie didn't play in one of them. But this is a different Mavs team, too. And I think it's worth acknowledging, like, they made some moves at the deadline to help improve their team, getting Daniel Gafford, who's added a huge presence inside with rim protection. Him and Lively are a nice combination with their rim protection. They got to deal with Sabonis tonight. They also add PJ Washington, so more athleticism, some more depth for this team, and I feel like they're clicking right now.
They are clicking, and you look at even, playing against Kyrie tonight, and you look at how the Kings need to defend multiple people at such a high level. Now, I feel like even the way that they made adjustments last night on someone like Tyrese Maxey, they understand what some of these fast, good, score-first guards can really do out there and how they need to slow them down. I know Keon Ellis got in foul trouble early on in that game, but then they were lucky enough to have Davion step up, and De'Aaron was that perimeter pressure as well.
And Luka is obviously a difficult matchup. Duh. Keegan Murray's done a pretty good job on him this year.
Good point.
When you look at Luka's raw numbers against the Kings, triple-double this season. That's what he's averaging.
Jesus.
But he's doing it on 35% shooting, 25% from 3. He is someone that you have to make work. Now, it's worth noting that when Kyrie's not playing, it makes it a little easier to blitz and try some different things. But with those two out there, I mean, it's just there's a lot of dynamic options there.
Kings defense needs to be elite and on a string tonight. And, you go, second night of back-to-back, how the legs going to be? You said it. Last night they got a little bit of time because of the way that they were dominating that game against the Sixers. And also, they're at home. You got to just make sure you're on a string, talking it up all together. I mean, we keep talking about deflections in March. I'm not sure exactly what everyone's averaging right now, but I know De'Aaron's over 3, Keon's over 3, and Domas is almost at 3 per game, right? So you're looking at these guys, they're connected on the defensive end. What are they going to bring against a good team like the Mavs that are truly clicking? I don't know. I'm excited, but I think all the angles, like we can talk about what's going to go down tonight, but I think you're right. Like everything is about the drama of this week, this being that mini playoff series and what these teams are going to look like mentally.
We talk so much about how the Mavs are playing some better defense right now. Well, the Kings are 6th in defensive rating since the All-Star break. They're doing some great things. 4 of the last 8 opponents they've held under 100 points. This is stuff that hasn't happened in Sacramento in a long time. Their defense has been dramatically better with Keon Ellis in the starting lineup. Everyone's on a string, like you said. The communication's been great. It's going to have to be great tonight. And I think, too, rebounding's going to be a big focus. With the length that Dallas has now with some of these moves that they've made, it can't just be Sabonis collecting the rebounds tonight. It's got to be gang rebounding. And that's been a challenge because Trey Lyles is out, and that's been a big loss for them. Another big body that can go in there, bang around, get some rebounds, box out. Sasha's still out. So that's going to be key. But for me, it's about pushing the pace. I know Dallas likes to run, but I'll tell you this. Sacramento is a really good team when they get out in transition and on the break. If they can get some stops, push the pace, make Luka work on both ends. I like their chances.
41 minutes last night for Luka.
Yep.
Run on them. You're exactly right. Can those deflections lead to a lot of fast break points and a lot of just transition points for this Sacramento Kings squad? Can Keegan be aggressive on both ends of the floor as well? And I'm talking, you just mentioned it. What can he do defensively? Well, if he's getting those stops, if he's getting those deflections, they go in the other way and they're making things happen.
And the other thing that Dallas tried to do in that last matchup was they were trying to get Keegan off of him. So who are they hunting? Kevin Huerter.
Yep.
Well, Huerter is out for Sacramento right now. So that's one option that you take away for him to hunt out there. And he's still going to get his, you just don't want him living at the free throw line. He's so good at creating contact and getting to the line. I want Luka settling tonight. I want him tired, so he's settling for threes tonight. And I think that would be a good thing for Sacramento. But take care of the ball, win the possession battle, compete defensively.
Rebound.
You got to lock in tonight. This is like a mini playoff game. And I just noticed this game preview has been super serious. You know why? Because we're reaching playoff Deuce levels now. I'm getting more serious. I'm getting more focused. I'm juiced for this game. The players better be juiced.
Not only that, I realize that we've named every single category that they need to be elite in, and it's every single category on the basketball court. Rebound, take care of the basketball, the fast break, all the things. But it's so true. It's that time of year where if you're not playing close to perfect basketball, another team's just going to do better.
Well, let us know how you're feeling about these two games against the Dallas Mavericks. Are you cool with the Kings splitting one, winning the season series? Dallas makes up no ground, or do you want both? Well, that's a dumb question. Of course you want both. What are your predictions? Mavs fans, how are you feeling if you're watching this? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be live tonight after the game. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.